everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It is Monday morning, and as usual, I got a lot of orders that I got to take care of today. But first off, how many of you eBay sellers have been getting questions from buyers recently going, where is my package? Tracking shows that it's stuck in Temecula, California, or wherever it is, and my item was supposed to be delivered 10 days ago. I think we're all kind of getting those messages right now. Had 3 of them this morning, and one of the items actually just got delivered this morning, so that was really good. Another one was just going from Arizona to Texas, and it was going priority mail. It should take like 2 to 3 days. I'm hoping it gets delivered today or tomorrow, because that's kind of what I told the guy that it should be. He was buying it on the condition, sort of, that it was going to be here this week. I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to make it in time, but yeah, I kind of have my doubts if it's going to get there. But yeah, that's kind of the ongoing thing right now, is just everybody's waiting for slow packages, and especially the USPS. Now, I shipped an item from FedEx. It went from here to New Jersey the same day I sent that priority mail item over to Texas. The one to New Jersey got there this morning. The Texas one hasn't gotten there yet. So if you're in doubt of who you're going to use for shipping, it seems like FedEx, maybe even UPS, are a little quicker right now than the post offices. So if I have anything bigger, which I don't really today, I would use those services. But everything else is going post office. But yeah, it seems like UPS and FedEx seem to be a little bit quicker and a little bit better at this package delivery game. Yesterday morning, I went out to my antique booth. I had to get things straightened up. I wanted to get everything that I had there before this last little week to 10 days before Christmas. And sales out there have been really, really strong. I think maybe later this week, maybe Thursday, I'll go over my invoice from the last couple of weeks. Sales have been really good, selling a ton out there. So that's Thursday. Today, it's just a what sold video. Usual, this is what my Monday videos are, is what sold. Got stuff from eBay, got a few Amazon items, they're back here. And I actually did ship out 5 Amazon items over the weekend because I wanted to get those items out as soon as possible, so I wasn't taking like 40 packages to the post office this morning. So let's go over those 5 items that sold on Amazon first. Then I have 3 back here that we'll go over, and then we'll go over eBay. First off, I sold a Crash Bandicoot game for the PS4. This was from my estate sale haul of video games, and this sold for $24.99. I sold the Obama-opoly game. It sold within hours of me listing it. Now, this was sort of an anti-Obama game, just looking at the cover of it, but it sold for $39.99 plus shipping. I sold the Bill Elliott NASCAR model kit. This was part of the big NASCAR haul that I had. It was a local pickup through Facebook Marketplace. It sold for $24.99. I sold a handheld Bunko Night video game or handheld game. This sold for $24.90. Actually, it sold for $19.99. I'm having to look over here. I should have put my notes up here. And then I sold this HP wireless printing upgrade kit. Honestly, I really don't know exactly what this is or what it does other than what the title says. This was actually an open package, still brand new, but these are really expensive. I was surprised by them. I got $59.99 for this one. And as I said, I got 3 items that I still got to ship. These all sold yesterday. So the first one is a jigsaw puzzle, but it's called What TV Show Is That? So I guess you do the puzzle together and then have to figure out what the image is from. So it really doesn't even show you exactly what the puzzle is, other than it's going to be a TV show and you've got to guess it. This sold for $22.99 plus shipping. While I was watching some football yesterday, I went through and I counted up the pieces for this Lego Ninjago game. Now, this isn't a regular Lego set. This is actually a game that you play. Lego did make a series of games. Overall, they're not very popular, but this one, because it's Ninjago, I think still does pretty well. It was missing 2 small little pieces that I actually had in my piece reserves in the other room. I was actually surprised by the price of this game. I think the cheapest one on Amazon was like $59.99, but the comp showed that they really weren't selling at that price, so I put mine fairly low. I put it at $39.99 plus shipping, and it sold within an hour. So maybe I did it a little bit too low. Maybe I could have got $50 plus shipping, but I'm still happy. I paid $2 for this, and I got $40 plus shipping. And the last Amazon item looks like it should be a really cheapy thing. It's called the Handy Switch, as seen on TV. Yeah, this is what it is. Just a hand. Oh, the glare's bad. So yeah, it's just like a little switch. And yeah, there were none of these on Amazon when I found it, so I ended up getting top dollar. This sold for $47.99 plus shipping. I think I picked this up for $3 at a thrift store. So if you ever find handy switches, they sell really good. So for the weekend on Amazon, it was a total of 8 items, and the total was over $200. I don't remember the exact amount because I didn't add it all up, but just looking here, I did about 100 in these 3 items, and a little bit more than that the other day. So we'll just say 200 bucks. But eBay sold 21 items. That seems to be about the number that I'm getting over the weekend, right around that 20 plus or minus a few. And what was kind of weird is most of them, again, were smaller dollar sales. I think I only had 3 sales that were over $30. The total amount was $607.51. And again, that's items, shipping, and tax all included in that total. So if I'm guessing, it's probably about $500 in sales, and that other 100 plus is all the shipping and tax included in there. But I sold some really neat, fun stuff. I say all the time, I think I sell pretty unique stuff, a lot of stuff that I enjoy selling, so I don't mind it when they're smaller dollar items like this because they were easy to list, probably really cheap to pick up, and in the end, it's going to be a decent weekend of sales. So let's get started on these. I think I'm going to use this as my my thumbnail today. Let's see. All right, I guess I sell hamsters now. Yeah, that's my new theme. So first up, we got this Zuzu Pet hamster. It's a little black and gray hamster, and I think it makes a little noise. Yeah. Some of these are actually worth surprisingly good money. I did list this one on Amazon as well because the prices were much higher there. It just had a little wear on the top of the box. Otherwise, still brand new. And this sold for $14.99 plus shipping. The other hamster. Yeah, this is Fu Hamster. I wish I could press the button and make him work, but the tester batteries have worn out. This is a Kung Fu fighting hamster. Yeah. And one thing you got to check on these, because I actually did find another one of these the next day, but he was missing his nunchucks right here. So yeah, you got to make sure he has these nunchucks. The other one didn't have it, so I did not buy them. This sold for the same price. It sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Keep an eye out for some of these hamsters. I know some of them can bring $20, $30, $40, but this one, $14.99 plus shipping. So for 2 hamsters, I got 30 bucks. I sold another one of these Dell magazines. This is the 1971 Cleveland Indians. I've mentioned it before, but these have little like cutout cards that are inside here. I think there's like 16 or 30. I don't know. There's a bunch of them in here. This is the last one of the Indians that I had, and this one was probably one of the best of the group. This sold for $14.99. We'll go over the card sales next. I did sell several different cards. Some of them were Magic, some baseball, some football, so I sold a little bit of everything. First up, inside here, there's 3 different Magic cards. There's 3 different red cards in here. They were all lower dollar cards, so I just bundled them together into one sale. And the 3 of these sold for $15.99 plus shipping. Sold this one here. This is a black card. It's a sorcery if you play Magic. And this one, not real valuable. I still listed it singly, and it sold for $5.99 plus shipping. I sold this Carson Palmer autograph card. This is when he played at USC in college, so this was from his rookie year. It's serial numbered out of 200. You see the autograph right down here. You can probably see it in the pop-up even better. This card, when it came out, was probably an $80 to $100 card, maybe even a little more. Even though Carson Palmer had a really nice career, his cards aren't in real high demand. And this card, I got $25.99 plus shipping. I sold a set of cards. This is 1988 OPC, which is like the Canadian version of Topps cards. This set I picked up in a big bulk lot of sets that I bought through an online auction through highbid.com. And I actually have a ton of the sets down here. I probably have 25, 30 complete sets down here that I need to get listed. I listed a week or so ago, and this is the first one to sell. And this one sold for $17.99 plus shipping. I paid about $1.50 per set on these, maybe a little closer to $2 per set. So getting 18 bucks for it's pretty good. Next, we have a stack of rookie cards of John Smoltz. He played for the Atlanta Braves, and he's like a baseball announcer now, so he's still fairly relevant. His cards were in kind of the junk era of cards, so they're not worth a whole lot. So I just put a big bundle of them together. There are 21 of them here, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping, so just a little bit more than 50 cents per card. I think this is the last sports card sale here. It's a stack of football cards. These are from 1972 Topps. I had bought a bunch of vintage football cards from a friend in a collection I bought a couple weeks ago. This was the first lot that I put out there and the first one to sell. I had it in my store for $30 plus shipping, and I sent out an offer for $25 plus shipping, and they accepted. So this is a starter lot. There's 110 different cards in here. They're not terrible condition. They're not perfect condition. They're somewhere in between. So I just made a little starter set for somebody, 110 cards for 25 bucks. I did sell another Fiesta Bowl patch, big $3.75 plus $1.25 shipping. Next up, sold some books. I can't go a weekend without selling a book set. This is the first time I've put out Dogman books. Now, I think there's about 8 or 9 books total in the series. I don't find these as often as I find the other series. So I only had 5 of them, but I went ahead and listed them out there. And I pay about $1, maybe $1.50 per book on these, not anymore. 5 of these, I still got $24.99 plus shipping. So I got $5 a book. So buck and a half into $5 per. I think that's a pretty good return on my money. I was wrong. I did sell some more sports cards. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sold some soccer cards. These are Topps Match Attacks. And this is like a card game that you use the soccer players to do. I've never played it. I don't think many people really do. I think they just buy it to collect the cards. Found these boxes for about $3 a piece at a thrift store. Not worth a whole lot individually, so I put the two together and I got $19.99 plus shipping. This next one is sports cards related, but it's not an actual card. This is like a promo sheet that they hand out at a convention. This actually was from the 1991 sports card convention. And this is promoting the Fleer Provision card. So you got baseball on one side and football on the other. And what's unique about this is it's actually autographed right here by the artist that did all the art for all these cards. Kind of neat and unique, but took a while to sell. I think I've had this in my store for probably at least a year. I got $29.99, and I believe that's plus shipping. If it's not, it's $30. Sold one hat this weekend. It's a Green Bay Packers. They've been playing pretty well. This is a training camp hat, and it's a vintage Proline brand. Really cool, nice hat, unused, got $17.99, and that was with free shipping. Here's another item that just got listed over the weekend and sold over the weekend. It's a Midland All Hazards Alert weather radio. I find a few of these from time to time. I found 2 of them here just this last week, still brand new in the box. Some of them are worth big money. Some of them can hit $60, $80, even $100 for better brands. This one here I think is a pretty generic one. It sold for $29.99 plus shipping. And of course, I sold some more underwear. This is another pack of this vintage underwear from 1996. This Fruit of the Loom stuff. Yeah, really good return on these. Paid $5 for the pack, and it sold for $39.99 plus shipping. This one turned out to be a really good sale. I put 2 different lots of these out there, one for a 2-pack and one for a 3-pack. And these are vintage canning lids and seals made by, what's the company? Morris. Found these all at one thrift store for 75 cents per pack. So do that times 5. I got about $4 into these. And it sold for $39.98 plus shipping. So yeah, I got $40 for all these, and it cost me $4. Did a lot better on these than I thought I was going to. I thought these might be worth a few bucks each, but yeah, this was really good. Next is a baseball bat. It's back here. This is a vintage bat. It's a Louisville Slugger H&B. So you got Louisville Slugger H&B, and it's called a Grand Slammer. Yeah, this is just a vintage bat. Picked it up for a few bucks at a thrift store, and it sold for $24.99 plus shipping. And for items like this, you just use those triangular tubes that you get free from the post office. Slip it in there, and depending on where they're going, it costs anywhere between like $8 and about $12. Next is a baseball. Now this looks like it's autographed, but it's one of these stamped baseballs, a facsimile signature one. This is the Minnesota Twins. It's from, let me look at my screen, 1987, I believe it says. Now this is a lower dollar item, but I always enjoy collectibles like this. It sold for $7.99 plus shipping. The next one's my biggest sale of the weekend. It's this really cool Oakland A's. You got the nice athletic spell out on the back. And it's a vintage chalk line satin jacket. Now the tag is loose in here, but you got the nice Elephant A's logo on here. Really cool satin jacket. Now this did have a couple little flaws. There were a couple little stains on it. That kind of brought the price down. If this were in pristine condition, I probably could have got $80 to $100 for it. I did have it in my store for $80. Was getting a lot of interest in it, but finally sold this weekend. I sent out an offer for $60 plus shipping, and they accepted. So I'm still happy to get the $60 for it. I paid less than $10, but because of those couple of stains that were on it, I think people were shying away from it. But hopefully they can clean those up, and it'll be a nice jacket for them. And finally, to the last item. It's this Star Wars Lego watch of C-3PO. This was actually in a hanging bag at a Goodwill, and the box was a little bit beat up, so I couldn't get top dollar for it. Placed mine at $1 below what the cheapest one was, and it sold very quickly for $13.99 plus shipping. All right, that's it for today. Thanks everybody for watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button down below. Otherwise, I appreciate the thumbs up and any comments that you can leave down below. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.